You're over 45. Your knees aren't quite what they used to be, and your back might just sound like bubble wrap when you bend down to tie your shoes. But here's the unvarnished truth. Your passion for motorcycles, that deep-seated desire for the open road, it hasn't faded. You still crave that thrill, that sense of freedom that only two wheels can provide. Welcome to the exclusive club, where comfort isn't just a luxury, it's a necessity, but you still want to look like you could arm wrestle a bear and win. In this comprehensive guide, we're not just counting down the top 20 naked bikes, we're unveiling machines meticulously engineered to make you feel like you're 25 again. Number 20, the Suzuki GSXS750. You know that feeling? When you discover something that seems almost too good to be true. A machine that quietly delivers on every promise. That's the Suzuki GSXS750. It's like finding a vintage watch that tells perfect time and looks incredibly stylish. This isn't just another street machine. It carries the very heart of a track warrior. Its engine is a version of the legendary GSXR750 Super Sport motor, expertly dialed down for everyday use. Suzuki wrapped that raw sport bike energy in naked muscle, added upright handlebars, and softly tuned the suspension. The result? A look that proudly declares, I may work 9 to 5, but I still throw punches on Fridays, resonating with that inner rebel. This bike is superb and remarkably predictable. The inline-4 engine delivers linear, unwavering power that just keeps coming. If you appreciate your acceleration like your jazz, clean, fast, and refined, then this is undoubtedly your ride. While it's starting to show its age, with minimal tech like no TFT display or ride modes, and it's noticeably heavier than some rivals. For the price, it remains an absolute steal. It's a testament to enduring craftsmanship and reliability. Thanks for being here. You are a legend. Become a part of my Legends Club and subscribe. Thank you. It means a lot. Let's move on. Number 19, the Honda CB500F. But what if you're seeking a ride that prioritizes user-friendliness and a seamless entry back into the saddle? A machine that welcomes you with open arms rather than challenging your limits. Have you ever encountered a motorcycle that simply feels like it's been your trusted riding companion for years, right from the very first moment you throw a leg over it? Honda has crafted a machine that achieves a remarkable balance, a testament to thoughtful engineering. The Honda CB500F isn't some weak little scooter. This bike is the undisputed king of balance. Power? Check. Comfort? A big check. Its looks? It proudly sports that clean, minimalist vibe that's both timeless and modern. The riding position is upright and commanding. Your knees won't be jammed, your wrists won't be crying, and your spine will be completely intact, even after a 2-hour journey. This bike effortlessly allows you to cruise through the city with undeniable style or hit the open highway without clenching every muscle. Its engine delivers robust low-end torque and impressive high RPM horsepower. The latest generation has received a super naked makeover, all without sacrificing usability. Its styling is sharp and distinctly modern, yet without being aggressively intimidating, striking that perfect balance. This motorcycle looks great, parked outside your favorite coffee shop, but doesn't intimidate newer or returning riders. It's also insanely forgiving. Haven't ridden in a while? No problem. This one is practically the welcome party. And the best part? It doesn't try to impress, which somehow makes it even more impressive. It's about pure, unadulterated joy, embodying freedom and reliability. Number 18, the Yamaha MT03. But what if you're looking for something that's not just forgiving, but also incredibly agile? A machine that's small in stature, but packs a surprising punch, ready to carve through city streets with an almost playful ease? Don't let the size of the Yamaha MT03 fool you. This bike is small, but savage. It's your new best friend if you haven't been riding in a while, offering a perfect re-entry point with its approachable nature. The seating position is upright and wonderfully relaxed, ensuring your knees will thank you. And your back? It might just write poetry about you. The seat itself is just thick enough to allow you to ride for hours without your tailbone complaining. And let's be honest, this thing looks mean with its naked, stripped-down design and that distinctive predator face headlight. You'll pull up at any gas station, and even those seasoned cruiser guys will give you a knowing nod. The aggressive LED headlight bestows it with serious street presence, while its overall proportions maintain a strong aesthetic, despite the bike's compact dimensions. This isn't just a motorcycle. It's a machine that unequivocally commands respect at red lights and effortlessly turns heads. It's perfect for your daily commute, fantastic for weekend fun. And if you happen to twist that throttle a little too hard, it just might surprise you with its spirited performance. It embodies that spirit of self-reliance and the subtle humor that resonates so well. Number 17, the Kawasaki Z650 RS. But what if you could have all that agile fun wrapped in a package that screams pure, unadulterated nostalgia? A machine that looks like it rolled straight out of the 70s, but rides like it was built in the year 2024? Have you ever seen a motorcycle that is quite literally a love letter to a legendary classic, blending timeless aesthetics with modern performance? If nostalgia and ergonomics somehow managed to have a child, it would undoubtedly be the Kawasaki Z650 RS. This bike is straight up retro cool, with its perfectly round headlight, stylish spoke-style wheels, and a tank shape that's pure vintage eye candy. But the true beauty, the real magic, lies in how it rides. It's as if this bike knows you're not 25 anymore, and it's perfectly okay with that. We're talking upright seating, wide handlebars, and a seat that's nothing short of plush. Kawasaki took the aggressive Z650 and gave it a complete makeover, like slapping aviator sunglasses and a cool leather jacket on a seasoned yoga instructor. And it's not just about stunning looks. The twin-cylinder engine is remarkably smooth. The handling inspires unwavering confidence. And at just under 412 pounds, this machine is incredibly light on its feet. Backing it out of your driveway won't turn into an unexpected CrossFit workout. It's one of those rare bikes that makes you feel considerably cooler than you probably are, but crucially, without punishing you for simply existing past age 40. It's the perfect blend of freedom, craftsmanship, and a touch of nostalgic self-reliance. Number 16, the Honda NC750S. But what if we could take that thoughtful design a step further, combining excellent rideability with a hidden superpower? A machine that's secretly part motorcycle, part storage locker, built with more comfort than your grandpa's favorite recliner. Have you ever wished a motorcycle could be as practical as it is exhilarating, integrating into your daily life without compromising joy? This bike is what happens when Honda engineers get fed up with hearing their wives complain that motorcycles are impractical. Enter the Honda NC750S, a motorcycle so logically designed and so deeply comfort-focused that it almost feels conceived by a team of middle-aged dads with bad backs and excellent credit scores. Let's start with the wild part. What appears to be the gas tank is, in reality, a fully functional storage compartment. This isn't just a tiny glove box. It's a deep space where you can comfortably stash your lunch, a six-pack, or even your backup reading glasses. The actual gas tank is cleverly located under the seat because Honda loves a good magic trick. While that parallel twin engine won't exactly blow your socks off, it will purr contentedly at any speed. Plus, it sips fuel with impressive efficiency, as if watching its cholesterol. So, if you are the type of rider who values unparalleled practicality, supreme comfort, and just a little dash of unexpected wizardry, then this one is absolutely perfect for you. It speaks directly to that self-reliance and thoughtful decision-making that defines our demographic. Number 15, the Suzuki SV650. But what if you crave a motorcycle that embodies that same understated reliability? A machine that's been quietly aging like a fine whiskey, consistently delivering a dependable, comfortable ride without any unnecessary fanfare. Have you ever met someone who doesn't say much at first, but who eventually reveals themselves to be the most reliably dependable person in the room? That, my friend, is the essence of the Suzuki SV650. It's like that trusted old friend who shows up to help you move, brings pizza, and never asks for gas money. The Suzuki SV650 has been around longer than most people's lower back pain, and it just keeps getting demonstrably better. It is exceptionally light on its feet, surprisingly punchy, and here's the part you will absolutely love. It boasts one of the most naturally comfortable riding positions ever engineered into a naked motorcycle. The seat is plush enough for weekend cruising, yet narrow enough so you won't feel like you're awkwardly straddling a couch. The V-twin engine hums with a soothing rhythm, almost as if singing you a lullaby. And the suspension isn't trying to shake the fillings out of your teeth. However, this bike does have a subtle way of reminding you when you've been slouching. It's truly perfect for the seasoned rider who still yearns for exhilarating thrills, but on his own, more comfortable and refined terms. It's a testament to enduring craftsmanship and unwavering reliability, qualities that resonate deeply with our community. Number 14, the Yamaha XSR700. But what if your idea of comfort comes with a side of rebellious style? A ride that's a love letter to the past, signed by a torquey engine, and delivered on modern suspension, blessed by the gods of comfort? Have you ever envisioned a motorcycle that seamlessly blends style, raw muscle, and supreme comfort, all wrapped into one beautifully rebellious package? Enter the Yamaha XSR700, This isn't just another naked bike. It is an eloquent love letter to the past, signed unequivocally by a torquey parallel twin engine, and delivered with the grace of modern suspension that feels blessed by the gods of comfort themselves. That retro styling it flaunts is truly timeless. It's the kind of motorcycle you effortlessly park, walk away, then instinctively turn around just to steal one more admiring glance. But beneath that cool exterior lies the very heart of a Yamaha MT07, meaning you're getting the same sweet, potent engine. The riding position is incredibly chill. No wrist strain, no neck cranking. And the seat? Oh, we're talking plush enough to allow you to ride all Sunday without needing to lie on the floor when you get home. Oh, and it's remarkably light, tipping the scales at around 410 pounds. That's like effortlessly throwing a leg over a bicycle, but one with undeniable attitude. So yes, this is absolutely the motorcycle for the discerning rider, who yearns to feel young again, but without the reckless abandon of youth. It perfectly embodies the freedom, the craftsmanship, and that deeply satisfying sense of nostalgia that defines our riding ethos. I am looking for you. You should subscribe. Join my amazing bikers community to stay engaged with the best motorcycle content. Thank you. Number 13, the Suzuki GSX-8S. But what if you're seeking something that is not only fresh and new, but also pushes the boundaries of modern design? A machine that looks like it time-traveled from a cyberpunk video game, yet offers a ride that's incredibly smooth and balanced. Have you ever experienced that almost magical sensation of finding a motorcycle that perfectly splits the difference between being undeniably sensible and absolutely thrilling? Most manufacturers frequently mess this up. They either construct something utterly boring that's purely practical, or something wildly exciting that ends up being frustratingly impractical. But then, they manage to craft a machine that is both the responsible choice and the fun choice at precisely the same time. This is Suzuki's first all-new street engine in over 2 decades, launched triumphantly in 2023. That 776cc parallel twin is fresh, meticulously tuned, and undeniably ready to make some serious noise. Its aesthetic is strikingly futuristic. This thing looks as if it time-traveled straight out of a cyberpunk video game. Riding it is an exceptionally smooth experience, thanks to a super balanced chassis and top-tier suspension. It features an upright riding position, a comfortably low seat height, and accessible torque everywhere, allowing you to simply twist the throttle and go. It's one of the rare modern naked bikes that genuinely feels like Suzuki has finally awakened, boldly declaring, "Hey, let's build something badass again." The only slight disadvantage? That undeniably futuristic headlight. Not everyone is instantly enamored. And at this price point, some riders might wish it came standard with a quick shifter. Yet, it's a machine that speaks to the self-reliance and appreciation for modern craftsmanship. Number 12, the Honda CB650R. But what if you prefer a machine that offers that distinct inline-4 engine music? A cool, modern aesthetic that pays homage to a legendary lineage and still makes you feel like a gentleman who could, if needed, throw hands on a Friday night. Have you ever desired a motorcycle that effortlessly blends classic lineage with a cool modern edge. Whispering sophistication, but roaring with power when demanded. The Honda CB650R comes from Honda's legendary CB line, a lineage proudly dating back to the 1969 CB750, the very bike that essentially ushered in the superbike era. This particular model, it is the cool contemporary nephew of that iconic history. It confidently rocks a 649cc inline-4 engine, a true rarity these days, within the middleweight naked class. What does that mean? It's a high-revving machine that produces pure music to your ears the moment you crack that throttle. With its upright ergonomics, refined suspension, and that distinctive neo-sports cafe look, this bike undeniably screams muscle. It's the quintessential motorcycle that makes you feel like a gentleman who could still throw hands if the situation genuinely called for it. However, because of its inline-4 layout, the low-end torque is a bit soft, meaning you've got to rev it a bit to truly feel its magic. This might not be everyone's cup of green tea, especially if you prefer instant grunt. Yet, its refined nature and connection to a storied past make it a compelling choice for the rider who values both performance and a cultured presence. Number 11, the Yamaha MT07. But what if you're looking for the original game changer in the middleweight class? A motorcycle that redefined expectations for torque, agility, and affordability, proving that you don't need a massive displacement to have an absolute blast. Have you ever encountered a motorcycle that, upon its introduction, completely upended the entire middleweight class with a simple yet revolutionary question? That's precisely what happened when the Yamaha MT07 launched back in 2014, essentially asking, hey, what if we built a middleweight bike that was light, incredibly torquey, surprisingly cheap, and profoundly comfortable? The world's collective response was an emphatic, shut up and take my money. Powered by Yamaha's now iconic 689cc Sight P2 parallel twin engine, this bike delivers instant, exhilarating grunt. Twist the throttle in virtually any gear, and it just leaps forward with an almost addictive eagerness. It's truly like riding a rocket. This machine has also become an absolute favorite for older riders getting back into the game, thanks to its straight handlebars, surprisingly low weight, and a seat height that doesn't demand Olympic-level flexibility. However, you will definitely feel the bumps if the road surface is ugly or rough, reminding you where Yamaha made cost-saving decisions. While the suspension works fine for smooth roads, if you push the pace on challenging surfaces, you'll quickly discover its limitations. The good news? The aftermarket suspension world has wholeheartedly embraced the MT07, and upgrading transforms the bike into something that punches well above its weight class. Despite the basic, almost borderline stingy suspension, at its price point, it remains an absolute killer deal. It truly represents freedom and value for the self-reliant rider. Number 10, the Kawasaki Z900. But what if you're ready to step up to something with even more raw power? A machine that descends directly from an iconic lineage, balancing brutal performance with surprising comfort for those long, sweeping cruises. Have you ever imagined a motorcycle that is quite literally a direct descendant of an iconic legend. A machine once known for terrorizing racetracks, but now offering a ride that is both brutally powerful and surprisingly comfortable. That, my friends, is the Kawasaki Z900, a bike with a lineage proudly dating back to the iconic Z1 from 1972. The Z900 is truly brutal when you want it, yet surprisingly comfy when you just want to cruise. That 948cc inline-4 engine is sublime. It absolutely wails with an exhilarating sound when you open it up. The ergonomics are remarkably relaxed, the suspension refined, and the seat wide enough for actual grown men with hips. The Z900 embodies Kawasaki's unique Sugi design philosophy, meaning intense presence or fearsome intimidation. One glance and you understand. The new triple LED headlight gives off undeniable Predator vibes, while the overall aesthetic strikes that perfect balance between modern aggression and timeless naked bike proportions. This isn't just styling, it is psychological warfare on wheels. However, it is a bit of a sleeper in the tech department, lacking features like cruise control, and older models didn't come with rider modes. Also, the seat could be softer if you plan to ride all day. Yet this is unequivocally one of those motorcycles that will make you feel noticeably younger just by looking at it. It offers that blend of nostalgic appeal and raw power. Number 9. The Honda CB1000R. But what if your definition of a king-like ride involves a harmony of power, comfort, and control? A machine that feels like a meticulously perfected work of art. Designed for both carving corners and cruising with ultimate sophistication? Have you ever imagined a motorcycle that feels less like a machine and more like a perfectly composed symphony of power, comfort, and control? A true testament to engineering excellence? The Honda CB1000R effortlessly embodies this ideal. Fun fact, that 998cc inline-4 engine? Yeah, it's directly from the older CBR 1000RR Fireblade, meticulously detuned for street duty. But don't let detuned fool you. It still pulls with the relentless force of a freight train on Red Bull. Welcome to the Neo Sports Cafe look. Styling that is part steampunk samurai and part business class weapon. The riding position is generously roomy and wonderfully relaxed, and the suspension more refined than a perfectly tailored tuxedo. Whether carving corners or cruising, this motorcycle makes you feel like a king with impeccable taste. However, it isn't super light, weighing in at around 470 pounds, which you might feel during tighter maneuvers or low-speed U-turns. But the moment you start moving, it's pure perfection. That mass, which might feel cumbersome at 5 miles per hour, transforms into your best friend at 50, providing rock-solid stability for effortless, confident, high-speed cruising. This bike is a magnificent harmony of power, comfort, and control, reminding you why Honda has dedicated decades to perfecting the art of motorcycle engineering. It speaks to the discerning rider who appreciates both performance and refined craftsmanship. Number 8. The Yamaha MT09. But what if your idea of personality in a bike is something truly impossible to ignore? A power delivery so unique, so perfectly imperfect, that riders either fall completely in love or walk away scratching their heads, captivated by its singular character. Have you ever encountered a machine whose power delivery is so distinctive, so unapologetically unique, that it practically redefines what you thought a middleweight bike could be? When the Yamaha MT09 first dropped in 2014, it redefined the middleweight class with one game-changing element: a triple-cylinder engine. Not a twin, not a four, a three-cylinder torque monster that delivers exhilarating low-end punch, satisfying mid-range meat, and a top-end howl that will undoubtedly raise eyebrows and heart rates. This thing is feral in the most delightful way. It's light, it's aggressive, and it absolutely wants to wheelie through second gear just for fun. But Yamaha didn't stop there. The newer versions received a full electronic suite, ride modes, traction control, and even IMU-based cornering technology, the full works. And get this, despite all that potent performance, the riding position is comfortably upright. The seat is plush enough for longer rides, and the weight remains impressively under 420 pounds. You're getting a power-to-weight ratio that makes even serious sport bikes nervous. Coupled with ergonomics, your 45-year-old back will applaud. However, all that raw power and lightweight fun can feel a bit twitchy for newer riders, especially in its sharper ride modes. Fortunately, Yamaha listened, and newer generations have meticulously fixed that issue with significantly improved suspension components that can handle what the engine dishes out. It's the difference between riding an untamed racehorse and riding that same horse after it's been properly trained. This bike speaks to the experienced rider's appreciation for unique engineering and unbridled freedom. Number 7, the Yamaha MT01. But what if your pursuit of raw character leads you to something truly unique and undeniably underrated? A V-twin that doesn't get nearly enough adoration. Boasting substantial character, a low center of gravity, and a sound so rich it could make a certain Italian marque jealous. Have you ever stumbled upon one of the most unique and profoundly underrated Japanese naked motorcycles ever conceived? A V-twin that receives nowhere near the love it so richly deserves. Enter the Yamaha MT01. This is the only Japanese naked bike that daringly combined a 1670cc V-twin cruiser engine with a sport bike chassis. When it first emerged in 2005, people were collectively asking, wait, what exactly is Yamaha doing? This machine is an absolute beast. The torque is instant, deep, and beautifully constant. It's truly like riding a jackhammer made of butter. It rumbles, it growls, it shakes your bones. But in the most satisfying and exhilarating way, the chassis is robustly built to handle this power, boasting inverted forks, radial brakes, and sport geometry. The result? A motorcycle that pulls like a freight train, but handles with the nimble precision of a cafe racer on a double espresso. However, it is heavy, really heavy, tipping the scales at around 550 pounds, so you will undoubtedly feel its weight at low speeds. And sadly, it's no longer in production, which means hunting for parts can become a scavenger hunt. But for those privileged few who own it, it's an absolute love for life, a bond that transcends mere ownership. It speaks to the connoisseur of unique craftsmanship and that deep personal connection. Number 6. The KTM790 Duke. But what if you're looking for a machine so ridiculously agile, so absolutely mental in its power delivery, that some countries literally said, nope, not happening, and outright banned it from their beginner riders? Have you ever heard of a motorcycle so unapologetically intense, so incredibly sharp, that it earned the nickname the Scalpel for its ability to slice through corners with surgical precision? When KTM first unleashed the 790 Duke, some countries literally had to restrict or ban it from beginner riders because it produced too much torque for its weight class. This machine is ridiculously agile, dangerously fun, and lives up to its Scalpel moniker. At its heart is a 799 cubic centimeter parallel twin engine, expertly tuned to be crazy, snappy, and perpetually ready to throw hands. Combine that potent engine with a super light chassis, sharply angled ergonomics, and a comprehensive electronic suite that includes lean angle sensitive ABS and traction control, and you've got a naked bike that feels unmistakably like a stunt weapon. Riding this thing is akin to having ADHD on two wheels, but truly in the best possible way. However, the seat is unapologetically firm, much like church pews, and its aggressive setup means comfort takes a significant back seat on longer rides. It's also not cheap, and some parts might feel a little too plasticky. The bike is sharply angled, positioning you like a fighter pilot poised for combat, rather than a tourist leisurely cruising. Every line, every angle, every measurement has been meticulously calculated to maximize agility and responsiveness. It's a machine for the rider who values unbridled performance and technical mastery. What bike do you like most so far? Let us know in the comments down below. Number 5. The Kawasaki Z1000. But what happens when you take the DNA of a legendary 1970s superbike, inject it with modern steroids, and then task a team of designers to make it look absolutely menacing, yet still surprisingly comfortable for its beastly presence? Have you ever wondered what happens when an iconic lineage meets a modern, aggressive reinterpretation, resulting in a motorcycle that looks like it wants to eat your car? In traffic, the Kawasaki Z1000 boasts a lineage proudly dating back to the 1970s Z1, one of the original superbikes. But this modern version, it arrived like a green sledgehammer, completely redesigned in 2014, introducing the distinctive Sugi styling, which essentially means it looks like it's ready to devour anything. This machine packs a 1043 cc inline-4 engine that delivers colossal torque, remarkably smooth delivery, and a thunderous growl that doesn't need an aftermarket pipe to sound incredible. It features wide handlebars, an aggressive stance, and a ride that powerfully declares, "I may be in my 40s, but I still throw down on track days." Despite its beastly, intimidating presence, it's actually remarkably comfortable. Roomy foot pegs, a relaxed reach to the bars, and solid wind protection for a naked bike. One major disadvantage, however, is that older models don't come with rider aids. No traction control, no cruise control. Just you, your wrist, and your judgment, which of course is exhilarating until it rains. Yet, it's a machine that offers that potent blend of nostalgic recognition and raw performance, perfectly suited for the experienced rider who appreciates control and thrill. Number 4. The Triumph Street Triple 765 RS. But what if you could have the DNA of a Moto2 racetrack champion? A machine that's super light, super precise, and super comfy. A truly rare combination that makes you a better rider just by sitting on it? Have you ever dreamt of riding a motorcycle that was quite literally born on the Moto2 racetrack? A machine whose very engine is the official power plant of Moto2 racing. That's the Triumph Street Triple 765 RS. This bike is super light, super precise, and remarkably super comfy. A truly rare and coveted combination. The handling feels so intuitive. It's as if your very thoughts are directly controlling the handlebars. It comes equipped with top-tier Brembo brakes, Öhlins rear suspension, and a TFT dashboard. That's undeniably fancier than your latest smartphone. When the world's fastest riders need an engine they can implicitly trust for 180 miles per hour wheel-to-wheel combat, they choose this very power plant. Now, just imagine that same incredible DNA meticulously wrapped in street bodywork and then handed directly to you. The engine is silky smooth down low, powerfully meaty in the middle, and screams with an exhilarating howl at the very top. This is the kind of motorcycle that genuinely makes you a better rider, simply by sitting on it. Even when dodging potholes or threading through traffic, the Street Triple RS elevates the entire experience. It's a testament to precision engineering, craftsmanship, and a joy that resonates deeply with experienced riders. Number 3. The Honda CB100 EX. But what if your ideal ride is a beautiful love letter to the classic universal Japanese motorcycles of the 1970s? A machine that combines modern reliability with authentic retro charm, boasting an air-cooled engine, and a ride that's more comfortable than your favorite armchair. Have you ever yearned for a motorcycle that feels like a cherished heirloom? Speaking to the soul of motorcycling, with its timeless design and effortless grace, the Honda CB1100X is Honda's heartfelt love letter to the classic universal Japanese motorcycles of the 1970s. It beautifully combines modern reliability with authentic retro charm, down to its perfectly round headlight, gleaming chrome fenders, and, yes, an air-cooled inline-4 engine. An air-cooled baby, a true dying breed. In today's tech-flooded market, making it an undeniable statement of classic appreciation. Honda went all in on authentic vintage aesthetics. That engine is a big responsive 1140cc inline-4. That is all about torque and grace. It doesn't scream, it sings, allowing you to cruise all day in 5th gear and feel as if you're gliding across the earth. Comfort-wise, this machine is a lazy boy on wheels. A big wide seat, plush suspension, and neutral handlebars. That will make your chiropractor green with envy. However, it is truly heavy, weighing in at around 580 180 pounds wet. And this particular model is absolutely not meant to corner like a scalpel. This is a mature machine, crafted for riders who unequivocally prefer soul over speed records. It's for those who prioritize character over cornering clearance. A profound testament to freedom and nostalgic craftsmanship. Number 2. The Yamaha MT10. But what if you're seeking a monster of a machine? A bike that took a legendary supersport engine, meticulously detuned for street use, and gave us a street fighter so powerful, it still gives leader bikes trust issues, yet somehow manages to be comfortable enough for daily cruising? Have you ever dreamt of commanding a beast of a motorcycle? A machine so potent, so undeniably charismatic, that it continues to challenge the very notion of what a naked bike can truly be? The Yamaha MT10 is that dream realized. This monster is powered by a 998 cubic centimeter crossplane inline-4 engine, pulled directly from the legendary Yamaha R1 superbike. Yes, the same engine that once dominated racetracks. But in the MT10, it's expertly tuned for exceptional low-end torque and brilliant street-savvy power delivery. This thing sounds like a V8 muscle car on pre-workout, thanks to that distinctive crossplane crankshaft. Every twist of the wrist rewards you with a glorious growl and a surge of power that makes even the most mature riders giggle. It's packed with top-tier electronics, ride modes, electronic cruise control, IMU-based traction control, a quick shifter, the works. And yet, despite all that performance, it somehow still manages to be upright, surprisingly roomy, and remarkably comfortable for long rides. The main disadvantage? It's thirsty. Like, bring an extra credit card, thirsty. Its fuel economy is more akin to a sports car's weekend joyride than a practical commuter bike. And its looks, not everyone immediately falls in love with that robot insect headlight face. But hey, it has a way of growing on you. This machine embodies raw freedom, cutting-edge technology, and a personality that demands attention. Perfect for the rider who wants it all. Number 1. The Suzuki GSXS700 GT. Are you ready for the ultimate, the undisputed champion for riders over 45? A motorcycle that has ruled the streets for decades, delivering speed, comfort, and unwavering reliability. Packed with all the tech you desire and none of the punishment you don't need? Have you been searching for that singular motorcycle? The one that truly does it all? The undisputed champion that commands respect without uttering a single word, yet can effortlessly disappear any taillight with a mere twist of the wrist. The Suzuki GSXS700 GT isn't just any naked bike. It is a meticulously engineered naked touring hybrid, proudly boasting the very heart of the GSXR1000 superbike, masterfully retuned for exceptional real-world riding. This machine came out swinging, packing over 150 horsepower, electronic cruise control, a vibrant full-color TFT display, and a ride smoother than your uncle's most perfectly curated jazz playlist. It offers all-day ergonomics, convenient hard luggage options, and a seat expressly built for actual humans, not just supermodels who weigh a mere 110 pounds. The windscreen is adjustable, the ride is plush, and the throttle response is instant, yet incredibly manageable. This is unequivocally the motorcycle you acquire when you emphatically declare, "I want one bike to do everything, and to do it with undeniable style." Its only disadvantage? Honestly, just one. It's not cheap. But you're not paying for gimmicks. You're investing in a mature, serious, and profoundly joy-filled riding experience. Purpose-built for men who unequivocally know what they want. And perhaps more importantly, what their backs can no longer tolerate. This, my friends, is king status, the pinnacle of performance, comfort, and unwavering reliability, truly delivering on that promise of freedom and an enriched riding experience. To continue your journey toward the perfect ride, click the video on your screen right now to explore the essential gear that will make every mile even more comfortable and safe. Subscribe to stay engaged.